I'm just gonna say it. Alternative is black. Y'all gonna stop making black people feel uncomfortable in a genre that they created. Yeah. They lied to you. Elvis is not the king of rock and roll. Sorry, I hate to break it to you. Let's look up Chuck Berry. Let's look up Big Mama Thornton. I'm tired of seeing fellow alternative artists feel like they don't fit into a space because of their skin color when we created it. There are so many of us. There are so many black alternative artists. I literally find a new one every day, and every single time I am thrilled because we're not stealing anything. We are reclaiming. This is a reclamation. We are reclaiming. We are not visitors to alternative. We're not guests to alternative. We're the creators. We're the innovators. It's not on us. It's in us. In conclusion, what did we learn today? Alternative is what? If you say anything other than black, you're racist. Alternative is what?
Never have I broke somebody.
How do you get the voice to do that? I thought that was just a white thing. I didn't know black people had it.
A lot of people don't know that black musicians pioneered punk rock music. Growing up in Atlanta, I got told only white people listen to it. But punk rock, pop punk, emo, and even metal are all built on the creativity of black people. Before the explosion of punk music in the mid-70s, there was a band called Death that laid the foundation for the punk sound. In the UK, polystyrene created the archetype for socially conscious rebellion in punk rock's underground. The band Bad Brains originally came together to make jazz and reggae, but their influence on rock music is present even today. And when they noticed they weren't getting coverage from places like BET, they were vocal about the fact that rock music was a product of black expression and creativity. If you're a black nerd, never be afraid to march to the beat of your own drum. Entire genres are a result of your unique rhythm.
Dude, they were saying that I wasn't punk enough because I was not wearing a toggle. Like, them bitches don't want me cover my hair, they don't want me protect my hair. Shit, man. It's bad for the PR, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Like, well, you want me to spec up my hair next, keep my hair unkept? Oh shit, I didn't know y'all were in the car. I ain't gonna lie to you, I didn't mean speak shit, I ain't gonna. Yes, it's your boy, your favorite poser punk, who's EO, and today we're gonna be talking about the very black history of punk. Now, before we get started, I want you guys to drop us up because clearly you guys follow the content. Okay, I say the content, but I literally made one video. I shouldn't get ahead of myself, not just yet. However, although I don't got my daishiki on and I ain't on my black Israelite timing, I'm still gonna be talking about blackness within punk culture. I think it's a very relevant conversation that often gets overlooked because the precedent within the punk subculture is white people. But don't forget, punk has always had a little bit of melanin in it. Let's not play. Is you a brother? Afropunk refers to the participation of black people in punk music and the punk subculture. Black people's participation in punk music has existed since the genre's origin in 1969, with the ska movement of both Skinhead, L'Oreal Aiken, and his song Skinhead Tune from 1969. Afropunk has persisted to present day and has played a key role in the punk scene throughout the world, especially within the United States and the United Kingdom. Notable bands that can be linked to the Afropunk community and or bands that include Afropunk members but are not limited to Death, Pure Hell, Bad Brains, Suicidal Tendencies, Death Kennedys, Fishbones, etc, etc. You ain't even cool like that, you just resigned from And with that being said, the implementation of Afropunk has been pivotal to the proto-punk scene. You see, self-efficacy is a very important thing. When you see people that are like yourself, they represent a side of you within a certain culture, within a certain occupation, it inspires you, the recipient, to have a deep connection and a commitment to said culture, because being voiced through a language that you recognize and you can pick up on. This is why Afropunk is so pivotal to the growth of punk culture, because it allows for more of a scope and broadens its exposure to African Americans and African Britons. The term originated in the 2003 documentary Afropunk, directed by James Spooner and Matthew Morgan. However, for Afropunk itself, its music has been around since the mid-70s, with Pure Hell being at the forefront. Pure Hell was the first all-black punk band that originated in Philadelphia, PA. In addition, black people have been intertwined within the punk scene, with black-led bands such as X-Ray Specs having connections and associations with key figures in the scene such as Johnny Rotten. During the late 90s, a series of feminist black punk concerts under the moniker of Sister Grr. That's what the fuck is that name? That's funny as fuck. Wait, I'm getting sidetracked. They performed in response to the lack of intersectionality found in punk and the very grr subculture. I love saying that, I'm not gonna lie, it rolls off the tongue like that. To further expand on the point of intersectionality, I think it's very important that we see a diverse group of people not only within the black culture, but also black neurodivergents, black women, and all different people within the African diaspora, including black British people, black Americans, and Caribbean. As much as I understand that this is an inclusive place for black people, I can't help but acknowledge that some white people heavy on some.
Hey, did you just say oh?
Can take the inclusionary aspects of Afropunk and can modify it and also spin it as if this is some form of gentrification or some sort of hostile takeover from black folks to steer away the ingenuity of what punk is. Guys, don't get it twisted. To be all is to be black. That's something that my homie told me, and it's something that sticks with me for a long time. I ain't gonna lie to you. Us black people have always been offered for simply existing. It's been the precedent that we've had to live for a very long time, and that comes with fetishization and commodification. Because we bring such an expressive voice to the culture, it's very easy for people to take the substance of what we provide without actually appreciating our inclusion within the culture. A narrative that often spun is that Afropunk often sold up for white consumption. This idea very much is not a new concept, but something that has remained in the undertones of the punk subculture. On the 15th of August 2015, an article titled Gentrifying Punk Rock by Hannah Georges also criticizes the direction that Afropunk is headed towards. A broader appeal to audiences through the mixing of other genres like soul instead of focusing on strictly punk music has caused a state of contention because it drives home the idea that there's a deviation from the core of what punk actually is, in the fact that Afropunk is pulling from different subcultures to then create its own new sound that's unique to blackness. But you need to understand that's how we black people roll. We don't conform, we never have conformed. And I believe as a black person, anecdotally, that this criticism is heavily founded on nostalgia as opposed to any sort of empirical embraceal of newness within punk. There was a common conversation that happened within my comment section about the willingness to change and the willingness to evolve within the subculture. We can't police things the same way that we did before. Black people brought a new voice, and that comes with innovation, that comes with mixing, that comes with their own sound that's foreign to what white homogenous suckers have always echoed. Afropunk evolved itself as a subculture within the subculture, and that was a point of contention for so many white folks. Now, of course, not monolith. There are some people who brought it with embraceal, but there are other people who are very split about it. And with that, there was a huge split within the Afropunk space, with those wanting to intersect aspects of reggae and soul into punk, and those who want to keep to the traditional mode of what punk has established itself to be. It goes without saying that the conversation was very polarizing and contentious, but as is the existence of black people. That's why I think being black and punk is almost a full actualization of blackness, because punk is very much anti-everything conservative, and well and truly to be black is to be old. As somebody who thrives in black expression, it gives my heart joy that blackness is a very key and pivotal part of what being punk is. You can't erase it, I ain't gonna lie to you. So to any of my brothers and sisters who are watching this video who are just like me and slowly weasing their way into the subculture, you're not othered, you're not odd, you ain't weird, nigga, we was part of this, I ain't gonna lie to you. And I think there's something very intimate about the very black history of punk, because it doesn't take away from what being punk is. It's very inclusionary, as it should be. You can find your own voice and find your own people, and redefine what it means to identify with a certain thing within punk. No one say I think the presence of black people within punk gives hope for more inclusion within the punk subculture. Like genuinely, it does speak to the authenticity of being punk. But that being said, if you're a brother and sister, you can still rock the fuck out, I ain't gonna lie to you. We are very much part of this culture. And yes, you can be punk worse when you're born it. This is very targeted. Anyway, it's been your boy, and I thoroughly enjoyed making this video. A little bit of a short one, but I just wanted to talk about my people then, because come on, your boy's black before anything, bro. Anyway, it's been your boy. Please like and subscribe and all that.